Hello everyone. Today we're going to look at property dispositions. What happens when we sell the property? What will be the gain or loss that we realize or recognize when we sell property? And how do we pay tax on those property? So we're going to look at that today. First of all, we're going to look at how to calculate realized gain or loss. Okay, so to find realized gain or loss, we take the amount realized on this position minus adjusted basic of the property, and that will give you realized gain or loss. Now, how to find adjusted basics of the property? To find adjusted basics of the property, we take initial basics minus accumulated depreciation, and then it will give us adjusted basis of property. Again, one more time, adjusted basic is equal to amount real initial basics minus accumulated depreciation. All right. Now, the realized gain or loss on this position will be recognized. It means that we need to pay tax on that. There will be some situation that realize gain or losses on this position that are not recognized. It means that we don't have to pay tax on that. And this exception we will discuss it in chapter 9. Okay. So now I want to discuss about amount realized on this position. What is that? Amount realized on this position is mean how much that you sell the assets for. Okay, how much that you sell the assets for. Or in another word, the amount realized on this position, it will equal to the cash that we receive when we sell the property. Okay, if we exchange the property, the amount realized will be equal to the fair market value of the property that we receive. All right. Now, if the buyer didn't have enough money to pay for us, it will give us a note, and so the amount realized also include the buyer note. It also include any amount of debt relief, and this amount realized will be reduced by the selling cost, like sale commission or brokerage fee. All right. Now, um, let's look at some example on how to find out the amount realized. Okay. So let's look at the first situation. I have company A and it sell property 100,000 for company B. This property have adjusted basic of 60,000. So company A will give cash of 100,000 to company B, company A. So the amount realized in this case will be 100,000. And so when we minus adjusted basic 60,000, it will give us realized gain 40,000. Okay, so remember, amount realized equal to the cash that we receive. Now let's look at another example. When amount realized equal to the fair market value of property that we receive. Okay, for example, if company A sell a property for $100,000 to company B, okay, and company B give company A another property that has a fair market value of 100,000. Okay, so in this case, company B doesn't give company A any cash. Is exchange the property. All right, so it's give them a property that have fair market value of 100,000. So amount realized in this case will be equal to 100,000. Adjusted basic is still the same, 60,000, and realized gain will be 40,000. So you remember that amount realized also equal to fair market value that we receive. Now next, let's look at the buyer note. Okay, the amount realized is also equal to the buyer note. Now look at situation number 3. Company A sell a property for 100,000 to company B. Now, in this situation, company B only have 20,000 cash to give to company A and is issue a note of $80,000 to give to company A. Okay, you remember to issue a note is mean they will borrow money and then they will give company a note that I will pay you $80,000 in the future. So in this case, the amount realized will be equal to the cash that we receive, 20,000 plus the buyer note, 80,000, and that will give us 100,000. Okay? And adjusted basic is still the same, realized is still the same, realized gain is $40,000. So remember that amount realized is also include the buyer note. Now let's look at the fourth situation. Okay, when amount realized is also include the relief of debt. So we look at situation number 4. Company A sell a property to company B for 100,000. Adjusted basic of this property is 60,000. And in this case, company A has a debt, a mortgage of 50,000. When they purchased this property many years ago, okay, it's borrow money, and then now the balance of the debt is $50,000. So companies say, I have 50,000 cash that I can give to you, and I will pay your debt, which is the market $50,000. Okay. So in this case, the amount realized will be equal to 50,000 cash plus 50,000 relief of debt, and that will give you 100,000. All right, 100,000. So remember that amount realized is also equal to the relief of debt, and the amount realized is reducing if you have any selling costs like sale commissions or brokerage fee. If you have these things, your amount realized will also be decreasing. Okay. Now, let's go back to our PowerPoint and let's look at the amount realized example. For example, a taxpayer sold a land with a 29,200 basic for 10,000 cash, a tractor with a 12,000 fair market value, and the purchaser assumptions of an 18,000 market on the land. The taxpayer pay a $1,500 sales commission. How much will be the amount realized? So do you remember just now we talked about amount realized equal to the cash received? So we sold the land and we received 10,000 cash. So the amount realized should include 10,000 cash. And we also receive a property. Okay, that is a tractor. And the property that have a fair market value of 12,000. So we will include that in our amount realized. And also the purchaser assumption of an 18,000 market on the land. Now what does it mean? It means that the buyer will pay the debt of $18,000 that the taxpayer has on the land. Okay, we say that this is a relief of debt. So the amount realized will be equal to what? 10,000 cash plus 12,000 fair market value on the property that we received plus 18,000 debt relief, and we minus a sale commission of 1,500, and that will give you 38,500. Okay. Now, how can we find out the realized gain or loss? Okay. So to find the realized gain or loss, you remember the formula? Amount realized minus adjusted basic, and that will give us realized gain or loss. So amount realized here is 38,500. Our adjusted basic is 29,200. Okay, so the gain realized will be equal to 9,300. Okay, because we take the amount realized minus adjusted basics. Okay, so that is about the amount realized. Now, if you have any question, please ask me in Moodle. Thank you so much.